Hi guys, so I'm going to do a quick tutorial on IRC. Firstly, I don't use IRC that much myself, so I'm just going to go on and do this and hopefully everything's going to be alright. As I remember the first time when I did it, I had no idea what the hell was going on. So firstly, if you don't know what IRC is, it's an internet relay chat client, which basically means it's a chat program where you can join different chat servers and channels and stuff like that. It's used in ProMod to find wars and scrims against other teams or mixes and so on. Currently there's two ways you can use IRC. Firstly, you can download the actual program and use it that way, or there's also a web-based version which it doesn't give as many options at all, but it's a lot easier to set up and more user-friendly. I'll go over both of these and you can just choose which one you want to use. So firstly, if you want to use the program, you firstly got to download mIRC. So when Google loads, you go straight to mIRC's website and download mIRC. Pretty straightforward. And then once downloaded, obviously open it up and install the program. Oh, 1 second. Basically, mIRC is like, I'm not sure, I think it's a program you're supposed to pay for, but you can use it while not paying. You just have to wait like 20 seconds and keep pressing continue, which is what I have to do because I've used it for quite a while. But when you do finally get in, you'll come up to this standard setup. So firstly, you want to come to options up here, there's a little hammer and whatever the hell that thing is, and then put in your nickname. So mine would just be that name, email. It doesn't have to be a real email, never is. So once you've set that up, then you come here to servers, and what you want to be using is a server called QuakeNet, which is what everything's hosted on. So it's one of the most used ones, so I think it starts up like default at the top here. So then you just choose any one of these, I don't think it really matters, and you press select, and then you press OK and come up to connect up here, which is like a lightning bolt. Starts this stuff up, and then you've got mIRC favorites and stuff. This is where you put the channel that you want to join in. There's quite a few that are used in CoD4. You can come up here where this has this heart and the little hash button. So firstly, a channel you want to be joining if you're looking to get like scrims against other teams or mixes with friends and so on. And you want to be joining CoD4.wars. Press join, and it comes into this, which is the chat window here where people spam what they're looking for and stuff like that. And then on the right you've got what people are in this channel, and how many people are up here is shown 705 at the moment. For people who are wondering sometimes what these things says, because if you're new to this and these might not make any sense whatsoever, but as an example we've got this guy called Sam, which says 3v3, so he's looking for a 3-on-3. So, and then he's got high, which is he stated the skill level that he thinks he is. Not always the case though. Off means that he doesn't have a server, and 1 is just because he's been spamming it loads. Same here, 5-on-5, so looking for a 5-on-5. Off, doesn't have a server, med skill. And if you do want to play against any of these people, then you just right click their name and click query, and then that brings up like a separate chat window where you type to them, which I'm not going to do right now. Another thing I want to go over is you can do things like, well, you have separate channels. It's kind of hard to explain. Like the CoD4 ProMod scene is split into like sections of channels where people can get games against teams that are from similar skills. So the highest one will be CoD.invite or CoD4.invite. Then you've got CoD.pre-invite, then CoD.academy, and you need to like apply for all of these via Tech9 and then be processed to get into them to play other teams that are in Academy. So it's all pretty confusing. I'll just give some links which basically explains it all. But there's a new channel what's just been started called CoD.start, which is basically a channel where all you have to do is, if you're a new team or a team at all and you want to start playing games against other teams, you basically just have to register at least on Tech9 if you haven't already, and then make an application where you have to put your guides of all 5 players and just some basic team history and all the players and stuff like that. So pretty straightforward. So I'll go over that in a minute. But firstly, if you want to get in the channel like cod.start, the problem is if you're not authentication on QuakeNet, which is the server that you're using, then you can't. So to do this, you need to go, as it says here, to obtain an account, visit quakenet.getauth. Open link. This bit's pretty annoying, to be honest. That's where I usually get quite confused, but it's pretty straightforward if you know what you're doing. So firstly, you need to just read these instructions, and you've got message queue hello, your email address. So basically you just copy that, you go back into your mIRC window and you type your email, you do message queue hello, then you put your email address and your email address again, and it'll basically send you an email with all the further instructions, like you get like a password, temporary password and stuff like that. So then you need to, once you do this, you'll have your password and you can use the auth command. So basically every time you need to come on IRC, you need to auth your account, and you do this by typing or copying pasting this one in. Oh, no, wrong thing. You do it by copying and pasting message queue blah 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 auth, and then you do your username and password, which you'll set up, and it will have all the details in the email. I'm not going to do it now because I obviously already have an account. So the instructions are pretty straightforward and you should be able to do that. So once you've done that, then you can change your password, and you do that by again following all these stupid instructions which are pretty confusing. So I'll just try and auth myself now as an example. This works. So basically once you are authed, it will come up here, you are now logged in as your name, and once you do apply for channels such as COD Start or COD Academy, once you progress as a team and you do get entered into these channels, you come up here and then I can get in them because I'm already auth. So you got COD Start. So at the moment there's no one in there because it's literally just been done tonight. I have two of me because one of these is on the web-based one, which is this. So it looks pretty similar, just a lot less buttons and things you can do. Another thing I'm going to go over in this while I'm on it is something called pickups, or Vita Nova pickups. You do this by hash Vita nova.pickups. What this basically is a channel which allows you to play mixes against any other people that are also in this channel and want to play. For a list of commands, you type !help, and it comes up with all the commands here that you need. So if you want to join into a game, then you do !add, which will put you into a list out of 10 people, and you can obviously change your gun and stuff like that, which is like class sniper, and I should be a sniper, and I am. So you also are pretty much required to go on TeamSpeak free, which I think I'm already on at the moment, which is this. Once you come in here, well, you'll be given the IP for when the game's full, all 10 players are in, or you can just do !TeamSpeak and get the IP that way, like I've just done. I think once it's full, it also gives you the server you're supposed to join, so you can come in here, you get in the right attack or defense, it will tell you to go on, and you go on the server that it tells you to go on. So yeah, that's pretty much that. It's a good way to meet new people and start playing like more proper games instead of just public. I think that's pretty much all you need for just the basics of the actual program of mIRC. I will put links and stuff like that about COD Start, so you can read about it and see what's going on there. I'll just quickly go over the web-based version as well, as that won't take long, so it's pretty simple. So let's type in, I think what you need to type in is QuakeNet web chat, and it comes up here, top link, and you have it's QuakeNet nickname channels. So yeah, pretty simple. If you're going to join a channel like the Vita Nova pickups or COD Start, if you do eventually want to get into stuff like that, for CoD4.wars you don't have to log in and auth like I showed earlier, but once you do log in for queue, it'll come up here, username, password. So again, type your stuff That is not what I'm looking for. Yeah. And then you got like again cod.start channels. No, what am I doing? Nickname. Blah blah. Cod.start. And this one literally you just join, and it puts you straight into the channels. Or should do. Yep. So COD start there. One thing I haven't actually worked out how to do yet, and I probably should, is how the hell I actually. I think I do realise. I think if I do this, come in here and then do /join CoD4.wars, and there we go. Yeah, that's how you do. That's how you join a new channel in this. So really, it's just a really dumbed down and easier version of the actual program. I probably prefer this over the other one, to be honest, because the other one just seems like so much hassle. But one thing you have to do is get yourself auth, like I showed, and you can get into like channels such as pickups and COD Start Academy, things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Hope you can actually make this work and start playing pickups and get your team into COD Start and stuff like that. See ya.